guys, welcome back. Another massive week, Hole.
Massive week.
Well, actually, massive in the sense of like we've stepped into our business girl era.
Well, we've been in this era for a little bit.
We actually have.
To be honest, for a few years.
Yeah.
But it's slowly coming together. And basically, we've got a business we'll be launching at the end of this year. We can't say what it is.
This ep isn't actually about that.
No.
But the reason we mention it is we were driving through an area that neither of us have visited since our uni days.
Ages ago,
Oh
yeah.
my God, ages ago.
I wasn't even in uni. I was still in high school.
Oh.
Yeah. I was in high school, but I had uni friends.
That's right. You were hanging out with like kind of older crew or whatever.
Yeah,
so you went to like their uni lodge. But
yeah.
basically yesterday we were driving through the area where we both like hung out for our uni days and we both got this like wave of nostalgia that was like, it wasn't really the good kind of nostalgia.
No.
Like it was nice.
Yeah. It's like the good nostalgia is like when you go traveling and you're like, oh my God, I miss this.
And
I
you
miss
have like
this.
peak core memory moments, whereas the uni day core memory moments also
mix.
come with eating like dry noodles and you're like the poorest you've ever been. And it's
like the uni lodges stink.
yeah. And,
And you're
just
all like having to
weird.
study and you're
So
like,
it was
ugh.
kind of like, oh my God, this is like, remember back in the uni days and specifically, so it was Hawthorn. If you're from like Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, whatever, you might know the area Hawthorn.
Yeah.
Swinburne. So it was Swinburne University. And that's where we both, which we were like in stitches over some of the stories, that's where we both had spent like our early uni days where they were just pretty feral. Not all.
Yeah, I feel like yours would have been more feral.
Yeah, there were. But there were also some like love story moments in there, which were really cute.
Yeah.
And actually today, funnily enough, we went and had coffee and one of the guys that was part of your little uni group,
Yeah.
who you haven't seen for a long time,
Was there.
was there at coffee. And
and
you
I
were like,
even mentioned the story.
okay, so go on, tell us.
Okay, so there was like 4 of my mates. I was in high school. I think I was like 17 or something.
Yeah.
And they were in uni. They were like 19, whatever. And one of my friends was dating one of these boys at the time in the group.
Yeah.
And we all went to the uni lodge and we were all hanging out and we were in one of the boys' rooms. There was this one guy who came to visit. He actually wasn't part of the uni. He was a spunk.
So hot.
So hot. Anyway, ridiculous. They all sort of knew that I had the hots for this one guy. I wasn't doing anything about it, clearly.
Yeah.
But they were like, she's into him. He could be into her.
Would have he known at all?
I don't know.
Would have he had the hots for you at all?
I don't know. Is that a joke? No, I'm kidding.
Is that a trick question?
yeah.
You didn't look like this back at 17.
You're like, you looked like a front rower, bitch.
Exactly.
No,
Anyway,
no.
go on.
I don't know, actually. I feel like there was something there. Like we were both sort of like, ooh, okay, I'm sort of
Okay,
keen.
so you're all sitting in this room together. Your friends that are there know Holly's got a crush on this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy that my best mate at the time was dating, he was like, oh, I'm going to quickly go to my room to go get something. And she's like, oh, yeah, okay, cool, whatever. We're like, yep. He leaves. Then my friend at the time goes, I think I've left something in his room as well. And at the time in my gut, I was like, something's up here. She left, but I was also like, they're dating, so they're probably just going to go hook up, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm in the room now with 2 of the boys and this hot guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, one of the boys goes, oh, I've actually got something in that room too. He leaves. And I was like, okay, I'm onto it. I knew that gut feeling was like something. Then the boy whose room it was that we were in, it was only him and then this guy that I had a little crush on in the room. And he goes, oh. And he's sitting at the desk. He's sitting at his desk with his like computer, whatever. And he goes, oh, I've actually got something. I've also got something in that room too. And I was like, I'm like to my crush, I actually think I've got something in that room too. No,
Did you know what they were doing though at that point?
No, well, sorry. I had an inkling. I was like, yeah, something's like they're trying to set something up.
And I feel like literally every like teenage group has that moment where you know 2 of your friends could like hook up or maybe like each other. So you all of a sudden have to
Trying
leave
to make it
to leave them together. Yeah, to make it happen.
Anyway, so while he's talking and saying that, he's also like typing on the computer. And I was like, what is going on? Me and this other guy that I've got a little crush on are sort of cluing on at this stage. We're going, oh, here we go. He goes, yeah, anyway, I'm just going to quickly go duck into that room too. As he leaves, he presses something on his computer and closes the door perfectly timed. This song comes on with me and my crush in the room, by the way.
I don't even know the words.
I'm like, anyway, then we banged on the bed. I'm kidding. No, we didn't. We literally
Banged on the couch while everyone else is having an orgy in the other room.
We banged it everywhere you can think of. Nah, I'm kidding. Nothing. There was no banging.
And I was up there like, yeah.
Yeah.
So what did you do? Did you just both sit there and like side-eye each other, or were you sitting close to each other?
Smirking. No, dude.
There's like half a meter in between you two.
Yeah, pretty much. And we're actually still, because the room is so tiny, we were like sitting on the bed as well. But we're like sitting like a good meter apart, just talking. I was like, this is a little bit awkward. Nothing's going to happen. And then I started to tell him that because he was a surfer. So in terms of like sharks and stuff, he probably that didn't really faze him. So he was all like, yeah. And then I've been like shark diving and blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, actually one thing that's always been on my bucket list is like going to like travel to South Africa and like free diving with great white sharks. What? Mate, even if I saw a little baby shark, I'd shit my pants.
So you're just trying to
baby
flex.
Shark, sorry, guys, that story sucked and that was an anticlimax. But
And nothing happened with this guy ever.
never.
Yeah, wow.
But
That
I
is
thought
an
he was hot
anticlimax.
for years.
Yeah, right.
Still think he's hot.
Yeah, okay.
Told my friend today about him and he's like, oh, I know so-and-so. And he's like, all right, he was such a stoner.
Yeah, that was like a full trip down memory lane for him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man, my trip down memory lane for uni was like, oh, my God. It was layered, you can imagine.
Of course.
But before we get into that, we're the girls next door. So if you haven't already, like, subscribe, send it to all your friends because that's what good neighbours do. Okay, my uni days, I wasn't living on campus, but there were 4 guys in my uni course. It was like a 2-year degree, right? They played for the Storm at the time. But at this, because they were like the young boys, it was like SG Ball or something, like under 18s, whatever.
Yeah.
We were all like 18, 19 years old, just out of high school. These 4 boys are in my course. So we all over time become friends, genuine friends.
Yeah.
And they start coming to some of my basketball games. I every now and then go to one of their games, but they live on campus.
Mm-hmm.
You could imagine the shit that goes on at a uni lodge. And as you said earlier, they stink, they're gross,
They're like
whatever.
muggy.
Right. But I basically end up kind of becoming more than friends with one of the guys, right? There was this one night after, I think it was one of my games. It would have been either one of mine or one of theirs.
Yeah.
We all went back to the uni lodge. So they had like a few apartments next to each other and there was like 3 in each apartment. So it was packed. If we had prees at one of them, it was like you could hardly move, right? And sometimes obviously at uni parties and stuff, you plan to go out, but you all end up so sideways that you just don't even make it out, right?
So funny.
It's the best. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
This was one of those nights. We've all end up sideways. But the guy that I was kind of seeing at this point, he was playing with the reserves. So he'd flown interstate.
Was this the guy that got away?
I don't know that we want to be disclosing that kind of information.
Well, this is what I think. I think this guy's the one that got away.
And you don't know that.
Are silly.
You don't know that. Anyway, so basically what's happened is amongst all of these guys, there was the guy that I was seeing and then there is a couple of guys that I was closer to out of the rest of them, right?
Yep.
One of those guys in particular, we were like best mates. Loved each other to death. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
A couple of the boys that played had like associates, friends or whatever, just come over and also joined the pre-drinks, right? So randoms.
Yeah.
I've gone to the toilet. Thank God, already done what I need to do in the toilet.
Once or two.
Once. And then all of a sudden, this guy comes in to the toilet, one of the guys. Obviously, it's a small apartment. And I'm like, thank God I've finished going to the toilet. Anyway, he starts getting a bit like, how are you going? You know, like kind of. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I kind of try to get around him.
You're just taking a shit. And you're like,
I didn't. No, I didn't. That's not.
He gets a peg. He gets a peg and puts it on his nose and is like doing this with his hands.
I think he's trying to pick me up, but really he's just trying not to vomit. He's like, I'm like, he's trying to do the tango. And I'm trying to tango around him.
He's trying to breathe, like get air that's not.
Anyway, I'm like, no, I'm not into this. But he's blind. So he's fumbly. He's kind of pushed me against the wall, not on purpose, on accident, just because he's like blind drunk. Right. Yeah. But then he starts trying to kiss me, basically.
Yep.
And he goes, tell me what you want.
Ew.
And I said, to be honest, I actually just want to get out. I was
He's like, no, tell me something else.
Well, he was like, no, yeah, he was. He was like, no, tell me what else you want. And I like knocked on the door behind me because I was like, this is just weird. Like, I'm not into this. You're really blind. Like, this isn't not it.
Ew.
And then someone like barges through the door and grabs my arm.
Yeah.
And then the guy that was like trying to lay it on me was like, don't you fucking knock.
Oh.
Yeah. And then this other guy who barged in goes, well, don't you fucking listen. She said she wanted to get out.
Oh my God, shut up. Who was that?
The best friend.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
good
the best friend. So he obviously heard the knock, right?
Oh, good.
So he's like, well, don't you fucking listen. She said she wanted to get out. So anyway, I'm like, oh my God, thank God.
Good on him.
So we walk out. That's it. We keep partying, whatever. And then like the next day or 2 days later, we're all like hanging out again, me and this best friend. Remember how I said the guy that I was seeing at the time was playing interstate?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, dude, I need to tell you something. I'm like, oh, yeah, what? And he's like, old mate heard that you hooked up with
I remember this
one of
story.
the guys in the toilet. To be honest, now he's probably not going to want to like become girlfriend, boyfriend because we were like kind of headed that direction. And I was like, what? I was like, but I didn't hook up with him.
Oh.
And he was like, yeah, I know you didn't, but like
the word got out. And
the word got out and that's what old mate in the toilet said happened. But
that's such a shame because again.
I know, because it ruined everything because I was like, what? And then I, for whatever reason, never mentioned it to the guy that I was seeing.
And the guy that she was seeing was gorgeous.
Yeah, he was the best.
He was handsome as.
Yes.
But he was also like just a gorgeous guy.
Yeah, he was a lovely guy. Lovely guy.
Yeah.
And then that ruined that.
That is such a shame.
I know. It was. It was so annoying. But I'd never actually said to him in those younger years, like, hey, just so you know, that thing that you thought happened never happened. Because I don't know, you know, when you're like at that young age where it's kind of like, it's kind of embarrassing, even though it didn't happen, but it's a bit awkward. So you're kind of like, oh, do we just get past this? But like we didn't. And then we'd hung out a couple more times since. But then one of the nights we hung out before he played and he played a shit game. And I was kind of like, oh no, this is just going downhill. I'll never forget this. This was so dramatic and so hilarious. I was in the bathtub at mum and dad's. You know when you have those really vivid memories? I was in the bathtub at mum and dad's. Probably had like love song dedications by Richard Mercer on the on the little Discman or whatever it was. Mate. He thinks I've hooked up with a different guy the week before.
Yeah.
And then we've kind of still tried to not talk about it, but still keep hanging out. But then we've hung out and then he's played a shit game the next day. He's probably thinking, oh, this isn't good for me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to get in first. So I'm in the bathtub, all dramatic, love song dedications, Richard Mercer. And I remember this like it was yesterday. I text him and I'm like, hey, whatever this is that we're doing, like I think it needs to stop.
This annoys me so much.
I know,
Every time she tells me this story, I hate it.
And he wrote back saying, yeah, okay, same, but don't get hardy though. Hardy meaning like emotional. And I wrote back and I said, I don't do hardy. And then I like sunk into the bubble bath. Listening to Richard Mercer. I just sat there and cried and I was like, oh, I love this guy.
Oh my God. I love that guy.
I know.
And you, my friend, are a silly goose.
And this was like, you were young. So like.
Was it where we got our name for this pod? Did that happen at the uni lodge?
Yes.
Yeah.
It actually did. Oh my God. Okay. So I'll tell this one quickly. I'll keep this one short.
Yeah.
This was after one of my basketball games. So long story cut short, anyone here from Port Melbourne would know one of the local homeless guys. His name was John, but we called him the Wickle.
Yeah.
Everyone knew him. He rocked up to a lot of the local sport, blah, 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 whatever. I worked at Baker's Delight in Port Melbourne. John, the Wickle, he used to sit on the seat out the front. Every now and then I'd go out and I'd give him his lunch and he was hilarious. I'd, take him out something with like pineapple on it, something, try and make it a bit healthy. And he'd be like, what's this shit? You're going to make me sick. Like, take it back, whatever. And I was like, what?
Get me a pie.
Yeah, get me a pie. And I'm like, Baker's Delight, dude. We don't sell pies. That's Brumbies.
He's like, shut up, bitch. Go get me one.
Anyway, so he and I, over like a few years, like striked up this little friendship, right? And he'd ask about my basketball all the time. So I said to him on one of my shifts, say it was a Thursday closing shift, and I was like, hey, John, I was like, listen, tomorrow night I play basketball. If you want to come, I can pick you up. But because it was like semi-pro, it was like after every game, I'll say it again, semi-pro. After every game.
Can you say that one more time?
It was
I missed
semi-pro.
Oh, yeah. Amazing.
I know.
Yeah.
Elite athlete shit. Anyway, at the end of the games, we would have a post-match function where both teams would come together and you'd say like, well done to the other team and you'd have some food, whatever. I go up and I go get John a plate of food. And I've already introduced him to my mates that are playing at the Storm. And they're kind of like, Steph, this is random, but okay, cool. And I go get John a plate of food. And I'm thinking, right, I'll get him some chicken wings. I'll get him some salad and some fruit. Like he never eats this nice shit. And I take it over to John, same thing, growls at me in front of the boys. And he's like, what are you doing giving me this shit for? You're going to make me sick. Take it back. Anyway, so I took it back. We dropped John back on his corner. And then Mum drops me at Swinburne with all the boys because we're all going to go out. And we get to the bottom of the lift and we're talking about John being there and whatever. And one of them, who to this day, I'm pretty sure he coaches now at the Storm, like the young fellas.
Yep.
One of the boys looks at me and he goes, you know, Steph, he's like, I've never met such a pretty girl that's also so nice. Pretty girls are usually bitches. Mind you, I looked like, who's that chick that used to spin around really fast when she was covered in soap to get it off her? And she had like long plaits. Pippi Longstocking. Yeah, I was not an attractive teenager kid, none of those things.
Such a good movie.
So I did not think of myself like this, right? So this was like a turning point for me, massive turning point. So he was like, I've never met a pretty girl that's also really nice. Pretty girls are usually bitches. And I'm like, tucking their hair behind my ear. I'm like, what? And then the other guy goes, yeah, you're so the girl next door. And I had no idea what that meant. But I was like, thanks, guys. And then, of course, I went home and looked up the girls next door and it was just like, it's like an American thing, but it was like.
Which is so funny too because we didn't realise that when we made the name for this podcast, when you search up our Girls Next Door on YouTube, it comes up with Hugh Hefner's bunnies.
I know, that's so bad.
Anyway,
uni days are rogue.
They are rogue.
We've got a lot of uni day stuff to come.
Yeah. Remember how broke we were back then too?
No, literally paycheck to paycheck. But I feel like that's just the uni experience.
Yeah.
And on that, actually, we've made a list.
We have, yeah.
Of like unhinged ways to save money when you're at uni.
Yes.
Because this would have helped me.
Oh my God. And it's like relatable for some.
Oh, totally.
You know?
All right, go. You got the first one. We're going to rapid fire these. So you go. We're going to go one for one.
Okay, cool. Okay, so use your hair straightener to iron your clothes.
Yeah, that's a big one.
But if you get really desperate, saucepan.
No.
On the stove.
No, that's olden days.
Stamped down on your clothes.
That's olden days. We're using a hair straightener. Okay, I've got one. When you take the Tupperware to like a all-you-can-eat buffet and you just load up on everything.
Tupperware? Yes. I've personally not done that. Smart. Well, I just did like you wrap it in a, what's it called?
Napkin. Yeah, well actually.
But then that sort of get weird if you put it in your pocket. You got like a fucking schnitzel in your pocket. You're like, this is weird.
But you used to do that. I was literally just going to say, we used to go to the same pub. Like let's say it's a Tuesday and you knew it was like cheap Parma and pot night. Yeah. And the Parmas, you were like, this is not a fucking chicken. This thing is a horse because they were huge. Yeah. But you'd still go and you'd be too full to finish it. So you'd put it in a napkin and you'd pocket it. You would, of course you would.
Yeah. Sign up to the gyms around the suburb.
Yeah.
Like once you run out of each membership,
like free.
Just hop on to the next one.
Yeah. And then if you want to revisit the same gym, you'd use a different Hotmail address.
Or if you've got siblings and you know that they're not going to go to that gym. I used Breeze once, Breeze. At some Bikram yoga place and I was like.
But she could never use it. She's an athlete. So she was always.
Then I get sort of sus because I'd be like, if they know who Breeze and I'm walking in, they're going, Brianna Davey. Yeah, and back then she played for the Matildas. So I was like, I can't give her a freaking bad rap.
All right, I've got one. If you run out of toilet paper, so you'd like steal it from the uni toilets.
Don't you still do that? We went to Mum and Dad's the other day and she stole it from Mum and Dad's house.
Holly goes, we need to go get toilet paper. I was like, Mum has like 12 rolls.
And I'm like, let's just go get some of our own. Okay, reuse Ziploc bags. Yeah. I know I just came up with that, but gross.
Yeah.
But can be done.
Yeah, it can be done. Oh, yeah. When you'd rock up to like the supermarket and you'd just walk through and you'd be like, I'll just have a grape. Or you'd go to the lolly section.
Pick and mix.
Yes, you go to pick and mix.
Some people are so
frigid around that.
I think I'm sort of frigid around that sometimes.
I feel like I deserve to taste
one of our best mates, she's not frigid around that.
Let's not name and shame.
No, let's not name and shame. But she's confident as.
Like
she would do it in front of the people
kleptomaniac shit.
Packing the pick and mix. She'd be like, I'll just take one of those, sorry. Walk through the food court around like the time that they close and you get cheaper food.
Yeah, that's just strategy. That's just when you learn to be strategic and you're in survival mode. But yeah, it's same with markets.
Yeah.
When you start walking around at the end of the day and they're like
the Sunday markets.
They're like 500 potatoes for $1. And you're like, yep.
I need some of them.
That's me. Keep every sauce packet from takeaway and like start adding it to your cupboard.
Ooh,
so it's like, do you need tomato sauce? Do you want some sauce with that? And your friend's like, yeah. And then you like pull out all these like 20-cent ones from Macca's.
Or the ginger ones from the sushi place.
No one is eating that at uni. That is bougie. You weren't eating ginger at uni.
Oh, man. Why do you keep coming at me today, bro? Okay. You're at a hotel.
Yes.
I'm giving you a scenario.
Go.
There's mini shampoo and conditioner bottles.
You take them straight away.
Put them in your pocket,
yeah,
honey.
absolutely. Possibly even a pillow if yours is shit.
Whoa.
Yep.
Where are you hiding the pillow as you leave?
You're not. You're just walking out.
Tuck it under your top.
Yeah.
You're like 7 months in.
Actually, another one.
Yeah.
Putting, like when you've run out of detergent, so you like put water in it and you shake the absolute shit out of it.
Oh my God, I even do that with shampoo and conditioner.
Yeah.
Oh, more so shampoo,
But
not
to the
really
point where
conditioner.
you know it's just water.
True.
You're like, this is
and
just
your clothes
water.
stink.
Yes.
Shower at the gym, uni, work, your friend's house, your mum's house, your dad's house.
Everywhere but your own.
Everywhere but your own.
Why? To save the water bill?
Duh.
Okay. That's a good tip. I don't know if you've ever done this, but
Go
like
on.
cutting your own fringe. Giving yourself haircuts. I feel like guys do that a lot.
I don't know if I did that. No.
Don't you reckon there was always that one rogue girl that would be like, can you cut my hair? Don't you just?
Did you guys ever pierce each other's ears in high school?
Yes.
And like the cartilage, like
And
the
then,
helix?
and then because of that movie 13, we were all like, let's pierce each other's
belly
belly
buttons, which is so dangerous. And even up here, because I think if you hit like,
Oh,
you
here we
can
go.
hit
She's
something-
going to talk some shit that she heard when we were 13 and she's going to take it as Bible.
anyway, 13-year-old
You were
info.
told that if you got the wrong piercing lines on this side.
Yeah,
up
it can
there.
paralyze part of your face.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know about it either. It sounds so dramatic. That's probably
It
what our
does sound
parents told us.
dramatic.
But I remember going into
Yeah,
the girls' toilets or like the disabled toilets at one point because you could like lock it.
yeah.
And me and my friendship group went in there at the time and one of them, she wanted her ears pierced. I was like, oh, far out, okay. But where's the needle? She pulled out what are they? Those massive like safety pins,
Oh.
which are so thick.
Girls used to do that though. Yeah, it was brutal.
And like you burn the end of it and like.
Yeah, you'd burn it to like disinfect it and then you'd pierce each other.
Oh.
But like you were kind of cool if you did that.
Yeah, she was sort of cool.
Yeah.
Going on dates
Yeah.
only so they pay for your food and you get like a free meal. And then after dessert, you just go, oh, look, I'm just not feeling it.
I've never done this in my life.
Neither
like
have I,
literally
dude.
never done that in my life.
I'm literally just coming up with these scenarios.
No, I know, but like I know girls that have.
Really?
Oh yeah, that they would
What?
literally, yeah, for sure. They would literally go on dates just to be like free dinner.
That's hectic.
Yep.
Oh
And
my
like
God.
consecutive dates too.
Whoa.
One girl I knew went on a date with a different guy every night for 3 weeks just to have 3 weeks worth of free dinners.
Dude.
That's not true. Gotcha. How good were uni days?
Oh, triggering. Fun, triggering, nostalgic.
All the things.
Yeah.
But anyway, the sun is setting.
It is. And I can hear the postie.
Can't wait to hear what the neighbours have got to say. All right, so we've got some voicemails, but you've got a little something to read before we play the voicemail.
I've got a letter from Sarah
Yep.
in the UK.
Oh, a
I
neighbour from
know.
the UK. What's up, girl?
What up, girl? This message was really cry for help, lol. I've been off work for 3 weeks and another is needed for my recovery and physio in my arm. Your videos have picked me up and been so relatable. I wish I had a sister because right now I have no nice clothes.
Oh, no, Sarah, we do not take clothes from our sister. Because if you're the one on the other end of the stick where they show them your socks,
No.
show them your socks.
I'll show one of them.
Someone pan in on her socks.
Oh, that's the wrong sock. This sock, it's still sort of dirty.
That's my
Anyway.
sock. And the other one is an odd sock to that sock. And they're both my
Finders,
socks.
keepers,
Anyway,
losers.
All right, let's throw to Sarah on the voicemail. Let's go.
Good morning, Mamazitas. So I am in Cornwall. Somehow I'm attempting a Australian accent because I've been absolutely going through all your videos because right now I'm off work with an injury and it feels like I've got sisters from other misters. You guys surfing in your videos makes me feel great because I can't currently get out there. So sorry for the accent. Maybe one day I'll get out to Australia and just fit right in. Apart from I'm 5'3", I'm white, so white. Fake tan would look absolutely sinful on me. Ah, love it. Anyway, have a good day.
Sarah, you sound like you're from London. That was so
Poor
funny.
Sarah has lost the plot. The best part of that whole thing was at the end where she goes, anyway, and then like breaks some character that she's playing and starts laughing at herself.
She also had like 3 different accents.
No, four or
Four or
five.
five.
That was unreal. Oh, Says, you've obviously hit the point of Delulu where you're like, you know, an injury, that sucks.
Yeah,
and you feel like you can't do anything. And I'm not sure if Sarah does surf or not.
No, I think she does.
By the
She just
sounds
said,
of
I
it.
can't get out there.
Yeah, and you know what's so funny about that is that we've been saying lately we feel like we haven't been surfing as much as we usually would. It's because it's winter here, and here where we are, it is freezing.
We are white too, girl, don't worry.
Yeah, for our international crew. Also, side note, we love, Sarah, that you're going to come to Australia one day, but we're also going to come to the UK. That was so good.
Okay, we have another voicemail.
Oh, we do?
We do.
All right, let's go. Let's hear it.
Hello, ladies. My name is Fernando. I'm from Spain. Hola, hola, amigas. ¿Qué tal? Espero que bien. But I live in London for 3 years ago. I follow you for Instagram. I love the video you put. Hip hop music. I love it. I'm from Spain. The other day I saw you start to study Spanish language. Good luck for this. Buena suerte. It's a beautiful language. I hope you come one day to visit Spain. Just say hello. Good luck for your business and keep going. Besos.
Oh,
Fernando.
Muchas gracias.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Oh, besos.
Cute.
Kisses. Yeah.
Kisses.
That's
Besos,
really nice.
besos.
Besos, besos. Where did he say he was from?
He said Spain. He didn't mention where though. But he's living in London. Oh my God, Fernando.
Where did we used to go all the time?
We were in Sevilla.
Andalusia.
Andalusia.
Oh, tell us you're from there, Fernando. Fernando.
Oh, that's so cute though.
Love that. All our international neighbours writing in or sending in voicemails.
But also like good luck for your business.
The encourage. Oh, did he say that?
Where were you, girl?
I don't know. I was lost in the accent. No, I loved the loving that we're learning Spanish.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fernando. Thank you.
And we have been practicing our Spanish actually.
We have.
Wednesday nights we go into our classes.
Yes, it's hard. It is quite hard. I can't roll my tongue, which is so sad.
I can.
Whereas I can't. And the one thing that makes me feel better, because she's a cougar, one thing that makes me feel better about not being able to roll my tongue is one of our friends in Spain who's Spanish. She was like, I couldn't roll my tongue until I was like 14.
But she can still roll her tongue.
I've got 14 years. And then, say that to me again in 14 years and let's see if I can roll my tongue by then.
So you're going to do it now and then in 14 years' time on our episode to this date, in 14 years' time, you're going to do it
perfect.
again. You ready?
Yes.
Go.
What? Am I just rolling
it?
Oh, this is so embarrassing.
Is it that bad?
Dude, I can't do that.
Just do it.
I can't, dude.
Do it longer.
I can't fucking do it
you
longer.
You need to push it. And you can do it in the back of your throat or something, can't you? As like an alternative.
Like that?
Yeah.
That's a growl. That's not a fucking rolling of the tongue.
Okay, say perro.
You know I can't say that.
No, but with the growl at the back.
No, because then that's a different...
But can you do it?
Different things.
And then...
No, I can only go perro. Yeah, which is butt.
Unless you're saying dog, which is 2 R's, and that's where you've got to do the real.
That's where you've got to roll the tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, loved that. Voicemails. And I think we've actually got a letter in the letterbox as well.
Oh, actually, no.
What?
Fernando, if you were listening to this, give us a song in Spanish that we could try to do and put it up on our Instagram or TikTok, because we put up one today.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny. Some people were into it, some people, I don't know.
Give us the first lyric.
So what?
Bad Bunny.
Y te me preguntas si tengo mucha novia. That's it. I'm stopping.
Okay, fine. All right. Now we're moving on to the letter in the letterbox.
Yes.
Okay, you're ready for this one. And it is titled, Am I Auto-Sabotaging My Relationship Again? From our Spanish neighbour, Mercedes.
Oh my
gosh.
Beep, beep.
Spanish theme or international theme. I love it. Hola, girls. I'm Spanish and I love your podcast. Thank you.
Besos.
As soon as you mentioned the Spanish rugby team, I knew it had to... I knew it had something to do with Holly and Manu Moreno. Congrats, girl. That's the Spanish girl dream. Honestly, any one of them.
Oh my God. Ja. She's not wrong. That team.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Stunning.
So to my dilemma. I'm 23 and I've been dating this guy for about 4 months. Seriously, talking for 10. He is my first boyfriend since I've always auto-sabotage, so self-sabotage my relationships before they even begin. I'm trying to work on this and I think I'm getting better. The problem is when I'm with him, it's all great. But as soon as I get home, I start overthinking. Do I actually like him? Am I just conforming because he is a nice guy and makes me laugh? Please help.
That's nice if he makes you laugh.
It's gorgeous. But she's like, am I just like conforming to this because he makes me laugh? She goes on to say, also, I'm a virgin.
Ooh,
in brackets.
Okay.
Not planning to be a virgin until marriage, which is common in my circle.
Yep.
Because I've been waiting for the right one / really loving someone.
Okay.
But until I have this dilemma resolved, I don't think I will be into it, even though I want to be. What should I do? He's really the nicest, most generous, funny guy, and he is cute, but not fully my style. I think it's just me. Thank you so much.
Okay, so they've been talking for 10. They've been serious-ish.
They've been talking for 10, dating for 4.
Okay.
I can't really quite tell if her question is, do I lose my virginity to this guy? But if that is the question, don't force these things. If
No.
you feel safe to do that,
Yeah.
then go for it. I was like with a guy that I was in love with, blah, 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 and it sucked, right? The first time sucked.
Yes. I lost my virginity to my first ever boyfriend. And it was just not great. I was like, oh.
This is what I'm saying. I think
Anticlimax.
sometimes when you put all this weight on it and you
Yeah.
put all this weight for it to be with someone you're totally in love with, like I was so in love with the guy that I lost it to and he's
Yeah.
a fucking asshole. So that sucked. You know what I mean? There's pressure around it because it's like a scary first time.
Yeah, exactly right.
It's like so
But
exciting.
there shouldn't be.
Remember how I'd always say to like you and Brianna? I'd be like, so if you guys ever want to have sex or if you ever want to do anything and you don't know what to expect, you can always ask me anything. And you guys would be like, ew, get away from me, you freaky older sister. But it was purely because I remember being like,
Going
who the fuck
through it
do I ask?
Fully.
Or I'd ask my best mate, but she was like a full nymphomaniac, porn obsessed. So like she wasn't much help because she was like quite extreme. Whereas
I wonder what Mercedes' friendship group have been saying too, obviously.
So that's hard. So if your friends are all kind of saving themselves for marriage and you have a
That's
different
hard.
approach or a different
Philosophy or
then that's hard because you obviously don't have anyone to bounce off.
with the pressure of her friendship group waiting till marriage, maybe that's put it on her to be a bit like, oh,
I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
But it is completely a personal preference thing.
exactly right.
So
yeah.
I get like there's, cultural lenses on these things as well. And this is likely one of them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's very much a personal thing and there's no shame around it.
No.
So just sit with it a bit longer. I think sometimes these answers come to you.
And going back to her original question.
Yeah.
Self-
Am I self-sabotaging?
Yeah.
No, it's not necessarily self-sabotaging if you're not sure how you feel about him.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just, again, you need to give yourself some time to figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, people do self-sabotage. It's not always that deep though. Sometimes you just don't like someone.
Fully.
And you might be trying to like them because maybe you want to lose your virginity or because maybe you'd like a boyfriend or you like
Or maybe
a company.
maybe you haven't had any boyfriends before that. So you're like, oh, okay, maybe I should be feeling
This is how I'm
this
meant to
or-
feel.
Yeah, or it's going to come soon.
Talk to him.
Talk to him.
Hate to throw a rogue curveball in there, but talk to him about it. Just be open. Say, listen, this is like what I'm thinking. Obviously, I'm a virgin. I'm not necessarily wanting to wait till marriage like the rest of my friendship group and see how he kind of handles that situation. It might be something that he handles it so well that it makes you go, actually, it's something that makes me like him or it's something that makes me now want to do it with him.
Yeah.
Or if he doesn't handle it well, there's your answer. Again, you've got to give it time.
Yeah.
Got to give it time to see how much you like someone, see them in different settings,
Yeah.
see them in different scenarios. That's it. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Without psychoanalyzing yourself too much.
Buena suerte with your relationship, girl.
All right. The sun has well and truly set.
You know what time it is, girl?
It's after dark. Okay, this is exciting because we put out to our neighbours on Instagram actually, like to send in all their stories of confessions from
Their uni days.
their uni days. And we've got a bunch and we're going to rapid fire them. You ready?
I've got the first one. I snuck a guy into my dorm room past a strict security guard at 2 a.m. by having him wear an oversized pink hoodie and pretend to cry while I consoled him. The guard felt so awkward, he just waved us through.
Oh my God, I love.
Also, fun.
So fun.
Like for the guy,
Little
how funny.
adrenaline rush.
It also feels, you know what?
And then they
when
probably get up
guys-
there and both think they've done like a little team effort and they've done like a mini adventure at the same time.
But you know how
together?
like when guys act a little bit like girly and it's like
Yeah.
funny?
I know.
I
And
reckon
they
that's
love it.
That's a funny memory.
That
Okay,
is
go.
cute. My dorm was directly above the fire alarm panel. Someone burnt toast at least 3 times a week and we'd all be standing outside in our pajamas at 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
2 a.m. So they'd like burn toast really late at night or whatever and the fire alarm would go off and then everyone had to, that's annoying.
That is so,
That's so annoying.
Okay, my roommate and her boyfriend didn't think I could hear them through a paper-thin dorm wall. To make it stop, I connected her Bluetooth speaker mid-hookup and started blasting the Shrek soundtrack.
No.
Okay, first of all, Shrek soundtrack,
Elite. What is it? Accidentally in love. Is it that? What else?
And everyone block your ears when Steph sings, hey now, you're a rock star, get your show on. Mm-mm.
Would that turn you off though?
What's one of the, what's
Go
that
on.
song where it's like, you know that song? That's like Led Zeppelin.
This
Dude,
is just
Shrek
like
had the
hype-up songs.
Best soundtrack.
I accidentally spent an entire semester sitting in the wrong tutorial group because I was too awkward to say anything after the first week.
That's a long time.
It's a long time to be bluffing.
I got locked out of my dorm in a towel after a shower. Had to borrow clothes from a stranger 3 doors down.
Oh.
Sucks.
My housemate kept labeling all her food in the fridge because someone was stealing it. It wasn't me, so I actually knew who it was. She ended up putting laxatives in the milk and busting our other housemate.
Whoa.
So he was stealing the milk.
When we were traveling in Europe, same thing happened to us. We didn't do the whole laxatives thing. It was obviously all backpackers. One of the guys we worked with at the hostel, he was like notorious for stealing everyone's stuff, and he'd smoke a fair bit. So like he'd get stoned, have the munchies, and then he'd go to the fridge and just eat everyone's food.
It was like a surf hostel. And all the Italians that worked there, remember, they would wake up and they'd have their long black,
they're really
with their cigarette,
small cigarette,
and their cookie.
Yeah.
And they never would tell him off except that one girl.
She
Remember?
was filthy.
And she like burst into his room and she's like in her Italian accent, she's like, if you keep stealing my cookies, blah, blah. And he was like, shoot himself. Then he'd just get really high again and be like, I'm too hungry not to.
Oh, man. Those are the days. Okay. Used to schedule my gym sessions around showering because I couldn't afford the power bill.
Yeah, that's clever.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just smart. Our share house had mold, a leaking roof, and a possum in the ceiling. Rent still went up.
Dude, mold is no joke.
It's our family home. Jokes.
Okay.
But the possum's in the roof.
Dude, the mold is the worst part.
Mold is gnarly, but if you've ever slept with possums in the roof, so I was like, I grew up.
They sound so scary too. They're like this.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa.
I grew up sleeping in a loft bed. So my bed was literally, half a meter from the roof?
Yeah.
And right next to my head was like one of the vents.
Yeah.
And so we had possums in the roof.
Yeah.
And same thing, if they were ever there, and especially if they were having sex.
Oh my God.
You weren't getting to sleep that night because they sounded like they were fully attacking each other.
And it was scary.
It was just mating season.
You knew they weren't going to get through the wall, but like you were scared.
You thought they were.
Their little claws.
Literally.
Yeah. I once spent my last $20 on beers instead of groceries and had to eat dry cereal for 2 days.
I feel like that's a common.
Such a boy thing.
But also kind of a uni thing too, right?
True, yeah.
My roommate and I used to have a system where a red scrunchie on the doorknob meant do not enter. I forgot my keys one night after drinking, ignored the scrunchie and walked in on her and a guy from our class. Oh my God. I'd actually love to hear more stories like that.
Yeah, that would be fun. The guy in the class.
Yes.
What's he like?
Like, is he like the cool hot guy of the class?
Is he like the cute little dorky one that like doesn't really.
Did you see him again? Did something come out of it? Did nothing come out of it?
Oh, fun.
I love those stories.
Okay, next one. My roommate got a boyfriend and they would Skype every single night. I borrowed her computer for an assignment and saw all his nudes saved in her documents.
Listen to this one though.
Go.
This one is like full fantasy shit. You ready? Had a crush on my tutor all semester. Found out at the end that he was only 2 years older than me.
Oh
the group chat absolutely exploded.
That is so fun.
Oh my God, so fun. Is that possible? It is if you're like an older student.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love.
This reminds me actually of a few weeks back.
Yeah.
Where there was that girl in high school that had a crush on her teacher.
Yes.
And like it was a bit like, it was not a bit
well,
like, it was like, no, that's not okay. You're underage. He's your teacher. But is this a different story with this situation?
What's the etiquette here? Oh, I think it's all above board.
Well, it is, but it's just obviously for his sake, it's like he's the professional.
I think there's an element of don't shit where you eat.
Of course.
It's not the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing.
No, because of the age
Game
thing.
on. Game on?
Game on?
Yeah, I say play on.
I think play on.
Yeah, for sure.
So fun.
2 years apart, that's nothing.
No, fair game.
Okay, and I think that is the end of that.
Oh, that was so much fun.
That was so fun. We should do that again.
Yeah, we will. We'll do that a lot more often. So keep an eye on our social media, Instagram stories and stuff like that, because that's where we'll put up all the questions.
We've had a few more write-ins from our neighbours.
Okay.
This one is called Am I the Asshole?
Okay.
Yeah, so this is from our neighbour Chloe. Am I the asshole for cutting off a friend over repeated relationship drama? Hi guys, I just wanted to send in my story because I've sat with it for a while and I'm still not sure if I've handled it the right way. I had a friend who I slowly started to distance myself from because I felt like I was getting pulled into a repeating cycle of really messy relationship situations. It wasn't just one incident, it became a pattern over time with different men, and it often escalated into very serious situations, including pregnancies.
Whoa.
What made it hard was that I would always end up being the person she came to afterwards when things fell apart. At first, I was supportive, but over time, it started to feel like I wasn't just supporting her. I was constantly sitting in the emotional aftermath of the same cycle repeating itself. There was a moment where she came to me again upset, and I remember just thinking, this is happening again. And that was when something shifted for me. I realized I couldn't keep being involved in something that wasn't changing. After that, I stepped back. I didn't do it through a confrontation or argument. I just created distance because I needed space for my own mental well-being. Even after I stepped back, she still tried to contact me, but I didn't re-engage, and I've kept the distance since. There is still some social overlap in the background through mutual connections, which makes it a bit awkward, but I've maintained my boundary. I don't hate her and I'm not angry. I've just got to a point where I feel like I couldn't keep being part of that cycle anymore. So I guess my question is, am I the asshole for stepping away from that relationship, even if I didn't handle the ending perfectly?
No.
Like
toxic relationships, whether that's platonic or romantic, there's still such thing as a toxic friendship, relationship, whatever the kind. Cut them off.
Yeah, I also feel like it just gets old too, especially when it's like they're repeating the same thing. You're going through the same emotions with them. And
especially when there's no acknowledgement. Like obviously if someone knows that they're kind of repeating a cycle, but they're acknowledging it and they're working on it and it's like an open dialogue
But
thing.
even then that can be hard.
Oh no, that's still really hard.
Yeah, it's almost like the boy who cried wolf. Like it's like when they continue to do this stuff, it just becomes less and less like shock value and more just like, oh, this is exhausting. I'm so over this.
Well, you also can't help someone that's not trying to help themselves.
No,
So again, and also prior to that has to be a level of awareness that there needs to be something to change anyway. So if there's not that, then
it's fine that you stepped away.
Well, you're just going to end up being exhausted yourself. They're just going to completely drain you. So cut them off.
Yeah, I would say that too.
So no, you're not the asshole.
No, I don't think you're the asshole at all. Maybe if you're like, I could have went about it in a way where you maybe communicated something, then yeah, you could do that. But at the same time, if you just wanted to step back and not have to be the one to communicate it because you're not the one creating or causing the issue, then I also think that's fine too.
Yeah, sometimes it is just like, you know what, I'm stepping away from this.
Yeah.
Obviously, to communicate things first is always good because it gives things a chance to change. But again, if this other person is just like none the wiser and repeating a cycle.
Yeah, no. Ugh.
And that just sounds like kind of drama. It's like,
I know.
Who can be bothered with that?
I know.
Yeah, no, you're not the asshole.
No, not at all.
No way. Okay, I've got one. Can you hear that?
Ooh.
You know what that means? It's horror stories. And I've actually also pre-read this one. So whoever has written this one, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
It's dramatic.
Okay.
Okay. It's called Under the Rug. This torch in my face with these glasses is not it. This is the story of how my uni mates and I accidentally turned our student accommodation into a full-blown murder mystery. Back when I was 19, I moved to the city for uni and shared a tiny place with two mates from back home. It was the standard setup, no space, blokes sleeping on couches and paper-thin walls. The three guys living next door were always rowdy, but one afternoon, everything changed. We heard a door slam next door so hard our walls rattled, followed by this massive panicked argument between two of the neighbours. Through the drywall, we could hear them plain as day. One of them yells, "What are we going to do?" And the other bloke goes, "We're so fucked." It's ended with one of them literally stressing out saying, "We need to cover this up without being seen." Our blood ran cold. We thought they'd done something cooked. We knocked on their door to check it out. The one bloke just opened it a crack, sweating and looking frantic, and basically told us to piss off. Over the next few days, a heavy silence settled over their flat, and we noticed their third housemate had completely vanished. Convinced we were living next to a homicide, we went into full detective mode. Every night, we'd sit in pitch darkness, ears pressed to the plaster. The clues just kept stacking up, low, frantic whispering and the aggressive rustling of plastic garbage bags. Then we heard this massive, wet thud, followed by, "Keep it down. If anyone sees this, we're done for."
The hell?
By day 5, this foul, rotting stench started creeping under our door.
Ooh.
The absolute tipping point was at 2 a.m. when we spotted the two neighbours through the peephole, straining under the weight of this massive cylinder-shaped object wrapped in a blue tarp, trying to sneak it down the stairs. We fully panicked, shoved a chest of drawers against our door and didn't sleep. First thing in the morning, we sprinted to the accommodation office and blew the whistle. The uni went into meltdown and called the police. Within minutes, the courtyard was flooded with flashing blue lights. We stood on the curb, hearts hammering, expecting a forensic team. The cops knocked down the door, ready for a gruesome scene. 10 minutes later, out walked the two killers, looking utterly bewildered, closely followed by the victim, who had literally just walked through the campus gates holding a suitcase from a family holiday to Bali. The truth came out and the cops were absolutely furious at us. Turns out the missing roommate had bought his hideous neon shag rug that the other two hated.
Oh my
The day
God,
the day he left for Bali, they accidentally spilled a 2-litre bottle of milk on it, completely rotting it. The panic was just them trying to cover up destroying his prized possession, and the midnight tarp dragging was them sneaking the sour, milk-soaked rug to the skip bin. We went from amateur homicide detectives to the most embarrassed blokes on campus in about 2 seconds.
What? Also, why did it take them that long to clean a rug?
But could you imagine though, like literally, and you know how you hype yourself up, especially at nighttime, could you imagine days
No.
of being
It'd actually
like,
be so much fun.
It would actually be weirdly fun.
Especially when the smell came about.
I know.
Yeah.
Remember when we used to do something similar?
Oh, Neighbourhood Watch.
We literally called ourselves Neighbourhood Watch and we had head torches. This is
Dude,
fucked,
we
though.
are so loserish.
We'd drive around in the car and we'd listen to music, and it's because we had a neighbour
Who was elderly.
who we knew that she was the oldest, longest standing local. Her name was Mavis. You can look this up. This is true. She was in her house for like fucking 80 years or something in Port Melbourne on our street. She was 2 doors down.
She ended up taking our dog.
She kidnapped our dog.
She kidnapped our dog. And then Brianna wrote her a letter when Brie was like 7.
Saying, "Give me back my dog, you bitch." And it made Mavis cry.
Yeah, well,
so
of course, Brie, Brie does not speak like this, by the way.
No, she doesn't.
Like, we might.
Brie would have been really young, but she was obsessed with letter writing.
She was obsessed with letter writing. She did the same thing with one of the girls across the road. She said, "I don't want to be your friend. You're a bitch."
Anyway, this is sidetracking us.
Sorry.
But back to Neighbourhood Watch. Remember, because we were like protecting Mavis, and one time we went down the street that runs off our street.
Yeah.
It's called Pullman Street.
Yeah.
And these kids had a laser. Do you remember that?
I remember
They had a laser and they were putting it across the road when cars would come past at night.
Well, Dad cracked it.
No, I cracked it.
No, but also Dad did.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he went to the guy's house. And
I went to the guy's house.
No, but Dad, okay, well, you're like fucking like father, like daughter.
I went to the guy's house and I knocked on his door and I had my head torch on and I was like, dude, one of your kids is upstairs with a laser and every time a car comes past, they're shining it into the car.
Yeah, I think Dad literally did the same thing.
And he was like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Listen, I'm telling you this because we got some elderly neighbours, dude." But really, I mean, it was pretty
You're like,
bad.
and this is the Neighbourhood Watch.
I was a full Karen snitch, but actually I was just really protective of Mavis.
Yeah, wow.
Rest in peace, Mavis. She was a legend.
No, like legend.
Yeah, she was.
But Dad did the same thing with that guy, but he obviously handled it differently, as you would, you know.
As he does.
He literally said, "Your kid keeps going and let's go at the front." To the dad, and the dad was like a rich guy, so he was like shitting himself. He's like, "Mate, turn the laser off."
Guys, I'm so sorry, but that's it.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed the week.
That's it, guys.
Hope you enjoyed the week.
Hope you enjoyed the episode.
Yeah, this week.
Yeah, that was a fun one. Uni times, hey?
Oh my gosh.
I know we've just had a uni episode, but if you have any more stories from uni, send them in because we love them. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Until next week.
See ya.
Bye.